into a modified cow position. No, modified camel. I always blank out the first time around on what that pose is called. It's like there's a very, very bad Wi-Fi signal, and I just can't connect. Oh well, let's try that again. Modified camel. That's what it is. Namaste, Goa flowers. I hope that this finds you well. I am Anita Goa. If you're new to me in my channel, welcome. I'm offering a gratitude practice today, and this one is a long one. It is long, slow, deep, quite intense in its own way. I would consider it to be definitely an advanced beginner practice towards intermediate, because of the length of the practice and also sort of the depth of it, but it's not complicated at all. I'm giving you lots of cues, and it's all about opening up our heart and infusing ourselves with gratitude. Let me know in the comments how it feels. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you. I will see you on the mat. Before we begin, the tools that I'm incorporating into this practice, or that I have around me and that might be helpful for you, is a yoga bolster, a yoga blanket, 2 yoga blocks, a strap, an eye pillow, and a chair. I might incorporate them, I might refer to them. It might be good to have them next to you so you have easy access to them in case you need it, and that way you don't have to pause your practice in order to grab them. So gather it around if you have it, or just anything equivalent, and we will begin in child's pose. So start off with your legs a bit apart and drape your torso over your thighs. And we'll come into a praying child. So the elbows will be on the floor, palms together. Rest your forehead on the floor, or you can rest your forehead on a block. Let your fingertips point up to the ceiling. Close your eyes and close your mouth, and let your hips become heavy, moving backwards towards your heels, as you also let your elbows draw forward. Allow the shoulders to sink down into their sockets. And it's a pose of drawing inward. Feel your breath moving in and out. And as you inhale, try to fill your back body up. And as you exhale, empty your back body out. And you might feel a little movement happening in your spine. Just encourage that movement. And just feel your breath flowing through you. It's a good position to come into anytime you want to retreat from the external world, anytime you might feel anxious. Good way to draw into yourself. So in this practice, we're going to infuse ourselves with gratitude. We're going to connect into our heart and open and expand ourselves to possibility. And gratitude is considered to be the key to happiness. Gratitude turns everything that we have into enough. I've been having a lot of thoughts about child's pose recently, and when we think about children, what do they symbolize? There is a certain innocence. There's a certain playfulness with a child.
There's a certain challenge with children, especially if you're a parent, you will know. But there's also an incredible amount of teaching within children. I know my son is my biggest teacher. Lars is my guru. And we've all been children. We're just big children as adults. And sometimes we lose maybe a little bit of that innocence, a little bit of that playfulness that children have and that we once had, because life gets so serious. There's so much happening in the world that it's challenging to deal with. And not that we want to forget about that, but see now within this practice if we can create some space within that and find our own little innocence. Find that playfulness within us of being serious about taking things lightly. It's not about doing the yoga perfectly. It's not about getting the pose. It's not about getting to the pose. It's just all about luxuriating yourself in your breath and being grateful for your breath, being grateful for your body, being grateful for this moment. And see how the gratitude can bring forth some more lightness, perhaps, that can help to create some space between your inner world and the outer world, some space between your thoughts, and perhaps air things out so that you can find more of that playfulness of the child. This child's pose also represents releasing and surrendering. So surrendering yourself to a higher power, to the infinite. Control what you can control, but beyond that, just see if you can release and open yourself to maybe a path that you don't know yet that is there for you, but staying open to it. What would that feel like? What would that look like for you? Would you be open to it, or does that make you feel uncomfortable? So let's see within this practice if we can maybe move a little bit out of our thinking mind, our thinking body, and move a little bit more into the heart space. Now from this praying child's position, we're going to transition into a modified camel position. So we straighten the arms out, drag the arms along the floor as we root into the shins, draw in through the navel, and then draw the hands right up through the center line. So your tailbone draws down, navel draws in, lifting through the heart, and reaching the arms to the sky. So this is us just opening ourselves up to the universe, to our higher power, whatever that might be or mean to you. And then from there, we're going to touch Ajna and Anahata, merging the head and the heart into one connected unit. Bend the elbows and dive in to knees, chest, chin. Inhale to baby cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. So that transition is quite fun. Try to have fun with it, just play with it, make it your own. And then inhale, three-legged down dog. And exhale, draw the knee into the navel, round your spine and step the right foot forward to a low lunge. Come onto your fingertips, lift your front toes off the floor, root into the four corners of your feet.
You can lift your fingertips off the floor. You can place your hands on blocks as well, but try not to use your arms to support yourself. Use the legs, use your core, use your breath. Feel the extension from the heel to the crown of your head. And then exhale it to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale to a cow pose. Point your feet. And exhale to a praying child. Inhale, rise up into the camel prep. And exhale, dive it in to knees, chest, chin. Inhale to baby cobra or up dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, knee to navel and step it forward. Find that low lunge. So this is just a little preparation for the flow that's to come. Find the extension from your heel to the crown of the head. Lift your front toes, root into the four corners. See if you can lift your fingertips off the floor, just really relying on your legs, relying on your core. Find that ease in your upper body. Stay with your breath. And then step the right foot forward, hip distance apart. Lift your toes, root into the four corners. And exhale, fold it over your thighs. Inhale, rise it up to the top. And exhale, touch Ajna and Anahata. And rest the arms at the side of your body. All right, now we'll go through the gratitude flow. For each cycle, you can repeat the same thing that you're grateful for, or you can repeat a new thing. Inhale, rise. I am grateful for, I'll say, my breath. Exhale, fold, touch Ajna and Anahata. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step the right foot back. Inhale, lower the right knee to the floor, Anjaneyasana. Exhale to downward dog, and you can touch Ajna and Anahata in the process. Inhale to cow. Exhale to praying child. Inhale, rise to camel prep. Exhale, dive, leap of faith. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg to three-legged. Exhale, knee to navel, step it forward. Inhale, step left foot forward, halfway pose. Keep the toes lifted, legs hip distance. Exhale, fold. In, rise. I am grateful for my body. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step the left foot back. Inhale, lower the knee, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, downward dog. Try to touch Ajna and Anahata. It's that extra little touch that makes all the difference. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, leap of faith, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, knee to navel, step it forward. Inhale, right foot forward, halfway pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, namaste. And we Continue on. Inhale, rise. I'm grateful for you, my Goa flower. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, step right foot back. Inhale, lower the knee, Anjana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, cow. Exhale, praying child. Inhale, camel prep, rise up. Exhale, dive it in. Inhale, baby cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, knee to navel, step it forward. Inhale, left foot forward, halfway pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. I am grateful for my family. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, left foot back. Inhale, Anjana. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, child. Inhale, camel prep. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, knee to navel, step it forward. Inhale, right foot forward, halfway pose. Exhale, fold. In, rise. And exhale, namaste. 2 more times. Inhale, rise. I'm grateful for my upcoming girls' trip to Lisboa. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step the right foot back. Inhale, Anjana. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child. Inhale, camel prep. Exhale, drop into it. Inhale, baby cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, knee to navel, step it forward. Inhale, left foot forward, halfway pose. Exhale, fold. In, rise. I am grateful for life. Exhale, fold it over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, left foot back. Inhale, Anjana. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, cow. Exhale, praying child. Inhale, rise to camel prep. Exhale, dive in. Ooh. You know, baby cobra, up dog. Are you having fun yet? Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, knee to navel, step it forward. Inhale, right foot forward, halfway pose. Exhale, fold it over. Inhale, rise. And exhale, namaste. So good. Hope you felt your juices flowing. And let all of that gratitude that you've called out, allow all of that to percolate through your body and just infuse every single cell. So to add on to this, inhale, rise. And exhale, fold it over. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, step the right foot back. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. And this time around, we'll stay in Anjaneyasana for a little bit. Keep the back toes curled under. Just keep strong in your core. Lift it through the heart as you send your hips forward. So you'll feel a deep stretch into the right psoas hip flexor and the front of your right thigh. Just make sure that you feel elongation through the spine. So you're in a position here where you can fully breathe. And then bend the right elbow. Take a hold of the right elbow with your left hand. You can hold it here, or you can work the left arm down and behind and join hands. Or you can use your yoga strap or anything equivalent to support you. So remember, the tools are there to help you, to support you, to give you some leverage. So just find a position where you can fully inhale and where you can fully exhale. Just feeling the heart open, feeling all that space that you have inside there. Huge capacity for love and compassion. Then release the arms, inhale them up. And then exhale, lower the fingertips to the floor or place your palms onto the blocks and shift your hips back. Straighten out the front leg and maintain the openness through the heart as you hinge forward from your hips. Exhale fully, inhale completely. So we'll be doing a lot of stretch for the hamstrings, so this is not the first time. So it might change as we come back to it again. Inhale to low lunge. Exhale, pivot that right heel in. Inhale it up to a warrior one. Stay strong in your back leg. Exhale, bring the arms down and behind your back. Right index finger on top of the left. Inhale, keep lifting, feeling like you're lifting the rib cage up out of your hips. And exhale, humble warrior. Hinge it forward, working your left shoulder to the inside of that left knee and drop your head. Inhale, rise to warrior one. And exhale, open it up to a warrior two. Inhale to reverse triangle, straighten out the front leg. And exhale, lift and go into triangle pose. Slide that left arm down as you reach the right arm up. See if you can avoid touching your hand onto your leg or onto the floor. Just let the arm soften and kind of dangle a little bit. And that way you'll be using your legs more and your core more. You can look up to the side or down. Inhale, lift. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior two. And then exhale to extended side angle. Forearm can go on your thigh. Reach the right arm over the ear. Or you can lower your fingertips to the floor. Palm can go on a block. Or you can try to bind. Roll the navel and the heart up towards the sky. Up towards the heavens. Up towards the higher power. Staying open and receptive. Good. Inhale to a low lunge. And then exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale to cow pose. Exhale to praying child. Ooh. Stay here for a few moments.
And just let your lower back, middle and upper back soften. Allow the heart to soften. If you want to wiggle a little bit side to side, just feel that fluidity moving through your body. And just maintaining that playfulness, that lightness. And then inhale, rise up into, again, I forget, the modified camel. Good. And then exhale, drop into it. I don't know what it is with that pose, but I always have a blackout. And exhale to downward facing dog. Yeah, but this is where that lightness comes in, where we just got to be serious about taking ourselves lightly. You make mistakes, no big deal. That's the practice. So now turn your left heel in a little bit on a diagonal and lift the right leg to the ceiling, or to the sky. Pour extra weight into the right arm as you lift the left arm off the floor, and see here if you can find your balance in an asymmetrical position. Yeah, and then possibly you can take a hold of that right foot. Press the arm and the leg against each other and draw the arm and the leg up towards the heavens. Yeah, we have different ways of opening ourselves up, right? That's the fun in yoga. And then slowly release. Come back to three-legged dog. And then either jump or step that right foot forward. Inhale halfway. And exhale, fold. Ooh, shake it loose. Good, inhale, rise. And again, exhale, fold it forward. Touch Ajna and Anahata. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, step the left foot back. Oh yeah. Grateful for the opportunity of getting to do this again on the other side, aren't you? Lower the knee into the floor, Anjanasana. And hold it here. Okay, again, so going as deep into it as you feel you can maintain the extension of your spine. So wherever you can, have a deep, full, complete breath. And then bend the left elbow. Hold on to it. Bind if you can bind. And use your strap if you need to use your strap. Full breath in. Full breath out. Just notice how it feels on this side. Good. Release the arms. Inhale them up. And exhale, touch Ajna and Anahata. As fingertips touch the floor or palms onto the blocks, and straighten out the front leg. Maintain the openness of the front as you exhale and fold over. Don't force yourself to go further. If you feel that you can't get any further, just stay with your breath. Be grateful for the amount of flexibility you have at this moment. Inhale to a low lunge. Exhale, pivot that left heel in. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, bring the arms down and behind your back. Left index finger on top. Inhale, pin the shoulder blades together as you open, stretch the arms away. And exhale, humble warrior. Drop the head down, shake it loose. Let go of anything you feel you don't want to take with you for the rest of the day, the rest of the week, the rest of the month, the rest of the year. Exhale and drop it onto the yoga mat. It can absorb it. It really can. Inhale, warrior one.
And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. And exhale into triangle, yay. Sliding that right arm down and see if you can avoid touching something immediately. Look up to the side or down. And just really root into your legs. Draw up into your core. Stay with your breath. Just finding, connecting into that strong base, that strong foundation. Building upon what might not be strong, just drawing it in. And just be grateful for this moment. Good. Inhale, rise. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. And exhale into extended side angle. Forearm to the thigh, fingertips to the floor, palm onto a block, or go ahead and bind. Yeah, my microphone pack is right there. Have to admit I'm not always the most comfortable in front of the camera with all of these tools I have to integrate, but I'm grateful for the opportunity. All right, inhale to a low lunge and exhale to a downward facing dog. Inhale to cow pose. And exhale to child's pose again. Oh yeah, just giving yourself a little breather here. Just allow everything to drop, allow everything to sink and draw in. Notice how you feel so far into the practice. And then inhale it up into the camel prep, rise up. And exhale, dive in, leap of faith. Inhale, baby cobra or upward dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Yeah, so good. So good. I don't know about you, but I'm having a lot of fun bringing out that inner child. Then turn the right heel in a little bit. Lift the left leg up. Pour the weight into the left arm and the right leg. See if you can lift the right hand off. Maybe you'll find your balance here. Perhaps you can try to unite the hand and the foot and then draw it up. Just another way to practice balance, even in an asymmetrical fashion. Good. And release back into three-legged down dog. Inhale. And exhale, either jump or step that left leg forward. And right foot. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, fold it over. Oh, shake it loose. Inhale, rise to the top. And exhale, namaste. So good. Not so happy with my outfit today. It just kind of crawls up and everything falls out. But can't always get it right. Be serious about taking it all lightly. Okay, so we're going to do extended hand to big toe pose. So lift the right leg up, try to root down into the left leg, draw up through the lower belly. You can either place your hands behind your right thigh, around the right knee, and draw the knee towards your chest. You can extend the leg out here. You can also take your two first fingers and thumbs to your big toe, and from there lift and extend. Breathe in fully. Exhale completely. Just try to maintain as much of your full extension of your body as you can. So the hamstring flexibility isn't that important in this position. Just extend as much as you can. Open the leg to the side. Oh, because of the wall, I don't have as much space. Leg can be bent. Good. Come back to the center. And release the leg. Hold your hands on your hips and maintain levelness in your hips. Draw up through the core, lift with the heart, and then hinge it forward and lower your fingertips to the floor. Okay? Just keep the right leg extended. Peek behind you and see that your toes point down. Stay on your fingertips or place your hands on blocks. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Step the right foot in. Inhale, halfway pose. And exhale, fold it over again. Good. Just inhale, rise, and you can roll yourself up gradually, vertebrae by vertebrae. Reach. And exhale, namaste. Good. So we're going to repeat this on the other side. So pour the weight into the right leg. Try to maintain your center. Draw the left knee into your chest. Either hold behind the leg. You can extend the leg out. You can hold around the knee. Or you can take your two first fingers around the big toe. So regardless of what position you choose, try to maintain the full extension there and extend the leg out. Breathe in, breathe out. Try to remind yourself of being grateful for what you can do at this moment. Try not to get frustrated if you lose your balance. It's all part of it. Try not to think that, oh, you should be able to do more. It doesn't matter. Be grateful for what you can do right now. Open the leg to the side. Just smile, laugh at yourself for falling. Ah, it's all good. Come back to the center. Good. Place your hands on your hips. Hold the leg extended. Feel your hips leveled. Feel yourself extended through the crown of your head. And then hinge it forward. Come on to your fingertips or place your hands on blocks. Peek behind you. Really extend out through that left heel. Full breath in, full breath out. Full breath in, full breath out. Then left foot lowers, hip distance, inhale. And exhale, fold it over. Roll yourself up gradually, vertebrae by vertebrae. And exhale, namaste. Beautiful. Now I'm going to invite you to come to the wall, actually. And we're just going to practice jumping up into a handstand. So you're just going to jump up and use the wall as your protection. If you're not able to get all the way up into the wall yet, just keep practicing on that, okay? So your arms are going to be shoulder distance apart, and this is in an attempt to really strengthen our arms. And as we strengthen our arms, we're also then, connecting in to our heart. So lift the left leg, bend the right leg, bend the elbows a little bit, and just try to have fun with it. And try to push, inhale, and jump up. And if you don't get all the way up, just land softly and keep going until you get up there. And then once you get up there, just hang out and see how long you can hold this. Push the floor away from you. Stay with your breath. Feel your extension from your hands up into your shoulders, from your shoulders up through your feet. And softly land. Good. Then roll yourself up gradually. Aha, roll the shoulders back. Ooh, that's a fun practice. And then place your hands in towards your armpits so that the tops of your hands are at your side. And then give your wrist a little bit of a stretch. Breathe in. So it's very invigorating to turn ourselves upside down like that. I was very inspired by Sharon Gannon, who is the co-founder of Jivamukti Yoga. And in her latest book, The Magic 10, she writes about how she's in her 60s and she can hold a handstand against the wall for 60 breaths. So I've been doing this. I think I'm at 15 at the moment. So circle the hands around. We will move on. That's a practice. It's a big practice. So just do as much as you possibly can. And we move on from there until next time. So work your feet together at the front of your mat. Bend your knees into a soft, fierce pose with cactus arms. And go into eagle pose. Lift the right leg, cross the right knee on top of the left, double cross if you can. Cross the left elbow on top of the right, wrap the arms together. Lift the elbows, drop your shoulders down, pause there. Or exhale and hinge it forward. See how we can connect into the eagle. What does the eagle symbolize to you? Spreading your wings, maybe rising above. Whatever you need to rise above. Connect into your vision. Believe in yourself. Let me know what the eagle symbolizes to you and how you can take on the qualities of an eagle. Inhale, fly out of it. Fly like the eagle. Step it back into a crescent lunge. Pause there with your legs hip distance apart. And slowly make your way down to the floor. Good. Keep the back toes curled under again. And now you can either work your palms together or you can make fists with your hands and then twist it to your left. So if your wrists feel a little weak and funky after that handstand, being on them for a while, that fist position might feel better on your wrists because it just keeps the wrists extended. Breathe in, breathe out, getting a deep twist into the spine, moving into the hips. Good. Then inhale back up into Anjaneyasana. And exhale, touch Ajna Anahata. Fingertips to the floor. And then shift your hips back again. So we have been here before. You can hang out here, or you can straighten out both of your legs and fold over your left thigh. Or you can also place your hands on blocks, of course, to come up to maintain that openness through the front. And then if you want to, you can also slide your left leg forward towards split pose or Hanumanasana pose. All right, and try to feel that back leg pulls you back. And the left leg, front leg, draws you forward. And the center of your torso is right in the middle. So keep everything open. Breathing in, exhaling out. Connecting into Hanuman, which is the Hindu monkey god. And you don't have to be a Hindu to take on the qualities of Hanuman. He is a spiritual vital. He can make himself small, he can make himself big, depending on the situation. But he has incredible powers, incredible belief in himself. And he is the It's a symbol of bhakti yoga, of devotion. So anything is possible according to Hanuman. Okay, draw in and return into a low lunge position. Ah, so good. And exhale to downward facing dog. Lovely. Lower the knees into the floor and come into hero pose. So now you can sit on your heels, you can sit on a block, or you can sit between your heels. Okay, so keep the heart lifted. Place your hands on your heart. My hands will be a little lower than where I would put it normally, just because of my mic. I have to keep it a little lower. So just notice how you feel so far into the practice. Just trust the practice, trust that it's enough. Give yourself space, room to grow, room to digest. And sometimes, when there's challenges in life, and sometimes when we don't believe that we can do something, we make ourselves smaller than what we need to. So just catching ourselves when that happens and say, okay, that's interesting. Why do I do this? Why do I do that? And just step back, look at the situation, rise above it, and just see how you can continue on, maybe with new eyes, infused with the gratitude of learning something new about yourself. And then slowly start to come out of it into downward facing dog. Good. Draw the heels towards the floor, lift your toes, draw the energy up through your shins, the quadriceps, the kneecaps. Just counterbalance the knees a little bit there. Good. Then bend the knees and walk your hands back to the feet. Sometimes we have to step back, right? Take a few steps back in order to then be able to move forward. And that's also sometimes part of our journey. Exhale, fold it over. And then inhale, rise. And exhale, namaste. Good. And then when we take a few steps back, then we step it back to the front. Trying to keep that lightness, right? Trying to keep that lightness. Because as adults, we get a bit heavy sometimes and we can't quite see the possibilities. So just drop the mind, drop it into the heart. So bend the knees again, and then we get an opportunity to practice it again. Lift the left leg on the other side, see what's going on there. Cross the right elbow on top of the left. Lift the elbows, drop the shoulders down. Stay here or exhale and hinge it forward. Right? Breathe in, breathe out. You are the eagle. What can the eagle teach you? How can it be your teacher? And inhale, fly out of it. Fly like an eagle. Step it back to a crescent lunge. To be free. Fly like an eagle. I got to play that song by Seal afterwards, I think. Slowly lower the knee. Good. And send the hips forward. Lift the heart. And then draw it back a little bit. Palms together. Or get into the fists again and twist it to the right. Press the arm and the thigh against each other. Roll the shoulders open. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, and then exhale, touch Ajna and Anahata. Fingertips to the floor, palms onto blocks, shift your hips back, or straighten out both legs, or go into Hanumanasana. So either one of them is an expression of Hanumanasana. So the key is just to find the position that suits you today, okay, where you can find your breath. You feel that you are stretching your edge. You might be moving a little bit into an uncomfortable situation, one that you might not feel like you have complete handle on, but see how you can bring in these qualities of Hanuman to help you and to support you. This is also a big pose for practicing tolerance. You know, I think that is so needed these days. Tolerance, not tolerating abuse, not tolerating discrimination, of course, but a tolerance for recognizing that we are all different, but we are all one and the same for the most part, right? And that's what yoga advocates, union. This politics of division doesn't serve anyone. And then slowly in your own time, draw in, draw it back, and find your way into a low lunge. And exhale it into downward facing dog. Yay. Lower the knees into the floor. Find your way back into hero pose. Either sit on your heels, sit on a block, or sit in between your feet. And also one thing that I always think about when I practice split pose is to try not to move further into it than what you can take yourself out of it as lightly and effortlessly as possible. And I always think about how easy it is to say yes to something, and then we say yes and then we regret having said yes, and then we spend so much time and so much effort trying to get ourselves out of that situation. Sometimes we lie to get ourselves out of that situation, and then we don't feel good for having done that. So it's better to step back a little bit and to create some space. Stay with your breath. Take that pause and take that moment to say, should I say yes? Should I say no? Will I want to do this a month from now, 2 months from now? And that's also a huge practice of Hanumanasana, split pose. Try not to overextend ourselves. So much to learn. So much to learn. And even as adults, we're learning and we're growing. Life is teaching us so many lessons. Yoga is teaching us so many lessons. But sometimes maybe we forget about that, and it's only children that are learning and growing. But you know, we are doing the same. And if we don't stay open to it, then we just get more and more closed, and you know, we shut down. And when we have so much space really within us to grow, and slowly now start to come out of it and go back into downward facing dog. Oh, yay. Ah, shake it loose. Shake it loose. So good. I'm going to step the right and the left foot forward, shoulder distance apart, and lower your seat for low Indian squat or low malasana. You can, of course, if you want to, sit on a block, press your upper arms against your knees and your shins, and feel your pelvis getting heavy either towards the floor or whatever you're sitting on, and lifting the chest almost like you're drawing your rib cage out of your hips, so creating a little traction there. So that should feel soothing for your lower back. Full breath in, full breath out. Good. And then make your way to the floor. Lovely. So now we'll do 3 different forward bends. First is bound angle pose. And what you can do is you can go against the wall and sit up as tall as you can and draw your feet as close to your groin as you can. And just sit here. You can even place the heels of your hands right mid-thigh and assist your knees towards the ground. It's not important that the knees are touching the ground at all. Just want to feel that deep stretch into your groin, into your inner thighs. And this is a good position to sit in for some time. Even when you're watching television, you can open your hips. And if you want to take it a step further, you can hold on to the feet. Keep plugging your elbows into your waist, shoulder blades together. And then from there, hinge it forward. And when you hinge it forward, you want to keep the chest open so you don't round into your upper back. And this way you'll feel a deeper stretch into your lower back, maybe middle back as well. And you'll get deeper into your groin muscles. Full inhale, complete exhale. Good. And then slowly come up. Now you'll slide your legs forward a little bit into what can be referred to as the diamond shape position, Tara-asana. Lift up and then hinge it forward and just let the arms rest at the side of your body. You can let your forehead rest onto your feet if you can, or if you want to take a block and place it on your feet and let your forehead rest on, you can also do that. This pose can also become Kurmasana, or the tortoise pose, where eventually the arms go under the legs. But we'll stay with the Tara-asana and also meditate a little bit on the tortoise pose, Kurmasana. So child's pose and Balasana and Kurmasana, the tortoise pose, have been on my mind a lot lately. And tortoise, of course, represents slowness. And the tortoise, moves at quite a slow pace, but usually gets to where he needs to go in time. I feel I'm very much a tortoise. The tortoise will retreat into its shell, when it doesn't feel safe or when it just needs to withdraw from the external world. The shell of a tortoise is both soft and hard. These are qualities that we also need in life, some softness, but also some hardness, if that's good English. So the tortoise really represents patience. How patient can you be while you're gaining your flexibility, gaining the strength that you feel you need, the endurance in achieving the things that you want to achieve, or feel like you need to achieve. How can gratitude, be thrown into the mix of being grateful for where you are right now, while you're gradually, step by step, breath by breath, moving yourself in the direction where you would like to go. while at the same time staying open to what the universe has in store or planned for you. Maybe that can lessen the grasping, the tension. Maybe then you can allow yourself to slow down a bit. Slowly come up. Right? These are good questions to ask oneself and to meditate on, I think. Straighten the legs out. Because what's the rush? What are we rushing for? Why do we need to go so fast? Right? Then bend your legs for forward fold. And here you can elevate your hips if you need to. You can use a strap. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale, fold it over your thighs. And this seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana, is one of the ultimate surrenders, ultimate releases. Releasing the tension, the tightness in your back body. Fully exhale. But even as you're folding over, try not to shut off your heart. Try to keep it open. Soften your jaw, soften your eyes. And see if you can be patient enough and slow enough to fully inhale and fill your lungs up until they're so full of air that you can't get anything more into them. And then when they're so full and so expanded, then slowly exhale. And see if you can take your time to fully exhale and empty your lungs out until there's no air left inside of them. And then trust that when you fully, completely empty yourself out, that you can then again fully, completely fill yourself back up. Just like the waxing moon phase and the waning moon phase. Allow yourself to create space in your life to release what you don't need. Fill yourself up with what you need. Be grateful for what you have. And then roll yourself up slowly. That was a lot. That was quite deep, right? So now we're going to set ourselves up for shavasana, and it will be a longer shavasana. You can of course do as long of a shavasana as you want to. So you can take your bolster and of course place it behind your knees if you want to. But I'm going to take a stool and place my legs up on the stool. I have a pillow on top of the stool. And I'm going to drape a blanket over my legs and my body. So I really suggest that you make yourself comfortable. So when the legs are up on the chair, find a position where your lower back, middle and upper back is resting against the floor. Okay, so it's been a lot of opening into your hip flexors and psoas, a lot of contraction into your back muscles. Because of my mic, I won't drape myself fully over. You can keep your hands on your heart. Right hand symbolizes the giving hand. The left hand symbolizes the receiving hand. You can let whichever hand touch your heart. Or you can keep one hand on the belly, another hand on the heart. Or of course you can rest the arms at the side of your body and turn your palms to face up. Take your eye pillow and place it over your eyes if you have one. And then soften your eyes, soften your lips as you keep your mouth closed and as you keep your eyes closed. Let your breath be natural, but feel your breath drawing all the way down into your belly, letting your belly expand on the inhale. And then on the exhale, let the belly go back to normal. See if you can stay present within your inhales and exhales without guiding them or trying to elongate your breath or shorten your breath. Just let it be what it is. And then let your legs become heavy. Try to soften the outer upper hips. Let your lower back get heavy, middle back, upper back, your arms. Allow your shoulder blades to drop into the floor like a heavy set of plates. Soften your jaw. Soften your eyes. Soften that space between the eyebrows and your forehead. Just allow yourself to soften and drop. And allow the practice to come together in whichever way it needs to for you. Trust the process. Feel the heart space is wide and deep, open, expansive. I'm so grateful for my heart that's beating for me every single second of my life. Then wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers. And deepen your breath. Of course, feel free to stay longer if you want to. And you can reach the arms over the head. Just notice how your body feels. Notice how your back feels. And if your intuition tells you that you need to give yourself an extra stretch or something to feel completely complete, give yourself what you need. Okay, and roll to your side and come up to a seated position. Ooh. Sit up tall. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. That was a really long one, but I wanted to give you a little extra something for my gratitude for practicing with me and for always being here. I love you for that, and I'm so grateful. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Let me know in the comments how this felt on your body. If you had any epiphanies, what came up, I'd love to hear from you. Mwah.